Ooh, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Let's press start. Let's load a game. And let's attend herbology class. So, for some housekeeping, I did do a bit of grinding. Harry is now level 23. But that's not the important part. While I was grinding, I found Katie in the hospital. So let's talk to her. Let's see what she's doing. Hello, Katie. I didn't know you were in the hospital. Are you ill? I've caught the mumble mumps, and it's so terribly boring. Lying here in bed all day with nothing to do. Would you like me to bring you anything? Would you, Harry? I'd love to have my magic storybook. It could read stories to me and keep me company. I'll go get it for you. Where is it? I think I left it on the table in the Gryffindor common room. Okay, I'll try to find it for you. Harry, you're the greatest. Thanks. So yeah, we got a bit of a side quest going on. Shouldn't be that bad. Just got to go up to the 7th floor. I believe. Unless the room, magically changed places. But, is there really going to be, that much magic in this school? If you know what I mean. 7th floor. There's the fat lady painting. Wattlebird, in you go, Harry. All right. Now, I'm assuming the book, is it you? Maybe you're the book on the table, but I can't sit in the chair and grab it. Can you grab that book for me? Have you seen a magic storybook around here? I think Ginny Weasley has it. Last time I saw her, she was listening to it down on the 3rd floor. Good to know. Good to know. So let's go down to the 3rd floor real quick. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this little Katie side quest, and then I will do the herbology class. That's what it seems like. That's what today's looking like, you know? 3rd floor. There's Ginny. I could recognize red hair anywhere. Hi, Ginny. Is that your storybook? No. I think it might be Katie's. She'd really like to have it back. She's in the hospital, you know. But I'm only halfway through this story. I'll never find out what happens to the princess. Maybe I could trade you for something? How about a photo of you with your autograph? Ginny, I'm flattered, but I don't have any photos of myself. I'll bet that Colin would take a picture of you, then you could autograph it for me, and I'll give you the storybook. I guess that'll have to do. Have you seen Colin around anywhere? Any place, I should say. I did see him a while ago. He was heading up the stairs. Thanks, Ginny. I'll be back after Colin takes my picture. Okay, so up the stairs, you say. Now, if I were a Colin, where would I be? Are you Colin? No, you're a girl. Someone said herbology gets a little dangerous after the 1st year. Oh, Colin? I like pruning plants, especially when you have to catch them. Okay, that's probably just like a hint for what herbology class is going to be. If I were a kid named Colin, and I headed up the stairs... Colin! Hey, Colin. There you are. Okay. It was getting a little weird just approaching random people and calling them Colin. Would you mind taking my photo? I'd love to, Harry. Most people run away when they see me coming with my camera. Hold still. Look, it came out really well. Here you go, Harry. You receive a photo of Harry Potter. Thanks, Colin. Now to get this back to Ginny. All right, looks like we got ourselves a little fan club. It's got one member, but I mean, every fan club starts with one member, right? I think that's how it works. Did Colin take your picture yet? Someone said he was taking pictures up on the 5th floor. You give up a photo of Harry Potter. Now, wow, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's a very nice photo. Thanks, Harry. Here's the storybook. You received the magic storybook. Now to go back up to Katie and give this magic storybook away for a... Does she give me anything, or is this just for the thrill of doing a good deed? Did you find my magic storybook? You give up the magic storybook. Thank you, Harry. My stay in the infirmary will be much less boring now. I read about a new spell over the summer. Would you like me to teach it to you? Sure, I could use a new spell. You learn a new spell, Petrificus Totalus Uno. Thank you, Katie. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, looks like we got some paralysis now. Could be helpful for the apparently dangerous herbology class today. Where I gotta chase plants, if you remember correctly. So let's go into the greenhouse, and let's actually get that knocked out real quick. Or I guess real slow, because we're going to be paralyzing some people. Actually, I should probably just test out how much MP it costs. It better not cost like 35. There's a bat. Well, a ghost bat, I should say. Okay, it costs 20, that's fine. I'm going to paralyze the bat. And then we will just kind of deal with it. I think this is a paladin? No, it's a crusader. Who's not weak to anything. I guess I'll use a new spell I learned off camera. Vertimilius Tria. And I missed. Okay, you know what? We're just going to run away. We're just going to run away and then get our MP back in the hospital. Because something tells me I'm going to need a lot of it. And by something, of course, I mean that random girl and that random guy I was talking to. Okay. Real quick. Gonna have to start calling this guy Hospital Harry with how much time he spends over here, man. That should be fine. Hello, Harry. I can see that you're hurt. Would you like me to heal you? Yes, please. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There, that should feel better. Thank you, Madame Pomfrey. There we go. And now, without further stalling, we can finally go to school. Let me just find these stairs. I'm gonna get the hang of this eventually. But, you know, sometimes you just kind of forget where a staircase is, you know? Perfect, perfect, perfect. One more floor. And then we'll be in the entrance hall. And now we're going to head out the door over to the side a little, which is where the greenhouses are, right? You're in the herbology classroom. Herbology class is fun. Maybe. Ron doesn't really look like he's into it. And we just moonwalk into our seat. How's it going? We'll be repotting mandrakes today, class. Who could tell me the primary quality of mandrake root? Miss Granger. Mandrake root is a powerful restorative used to return transfigured people to their original form. Excellent. And who could tell me why mandrakes are so dangerous? Miss Granger again. The cry of a mature mandrake root is fatal to all who hear it. Precisely. Fresh mandrake ends in a human-shaped root that hates being pulled out of the nice, moist ground. These are infant mandrakes. The cries of young mandrakes can't kill, but they can cause unconsciousness. They're in pots too small for them to grow. That's why they must be repotted. On your tables, you will find earmuffs. When you put them on, you won't be able to hear the mandrakes or anything else. There are also potted mandrakes in larger pots on your tables. Put on your earmuffs, prepare the new pots, and begin transplanting. I must leave the greenhouse, but will return shortly. Okay. And it looks like they crawl away and escape. Those mandrakes are escaping. That's right, Harry. Hey, I said those mandrakes are escaping. No one could hear me. I'll have to take care of this myself before they escape onto the grounds. Alright, so we're going to go back here, which should be... Whoa. Okay. Are you a mandrake? You are definitely not a mandrake. I guess we'll figure out who you two are. We got ourselves like a green snail and then like a little pixie-looking thing. Alright. Who are you? Doxy Drone, weak to Flipendo. Okay. So let's get that out of the way real quick. I think if you're weak to Flipendo, Flipendo Uno should be enough. Oh my goodness, yes it is. And the drone's not really doing much damage, so I guess that's like a double win. Let's see what we're looking at with this snail right here. Now, if I were a green snail, what would I be weak to? Maybe he's weak to getting paralyzed with my new spell. Oh, he's weak to Flipendo and Vermilius. Okay. Let's just do more Flipendos. Trying to save my MP. Ooh, and save my MP I shall. Okay, these guys are so much easier than the guys inside the building. Oh my goodness. Not if I miss, though. That is another thing entirely. So there we go. We're going to kill this guy. Get 44 experience, 47 sickles. And then I guess we'll just keep running until you're a mandrake. Oh, we just got to pluck him and then fight him. Okay. Now, what are you weak? You're probably weak to fire, which I don't have. And you're going to shout at me and do 10 damage. That's fine by me. Mandrake. Baby mandrake. Okay. You are weak to fire, but you are also weak to Vermilius. So let's just do that. Is an Uno gonna... No. Absolutely freaking not. Vermilius Duo, however, is going to do 37, which is a lot better. So let's just do that then. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I get a Wiggenweld Grand Potion, which is always good. And I get a Mandrake. Oh my goodness, look at that picture, man. Mandrakes are like so funny looking. I gotta say, I think they were like my favorite part of the second movie. There's a boss. I'm probably gonna need to fight it. Alright, another drone, so let's just flipendo this guy. It's basically just free experience. If I'm being 100% honest. We're not going to use Informus, because we've already been informed. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There's another Mandrake. And then we already know it's just going to be Vermilius Duo. And then it should just be a 2-shot. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we kill this guy. We get a Mandrake. There should be like a few more. You know what? I'm just going to see if a Flipendo Duo can one-shot, and then I'll just refresh everything before the boss. With potions. It's not enough to one-shot. Good to know. I still think it might be worth it to use Flipendo Duo just to like get some like spell casting experience or something. Because I think duos give you more than unos, which will make me more able to learn Flipendo Tria, which can be really nice, as they say. All right. There we go. Well, we're going to have to heal ourselves up anyway. That's not the right route. This place is like a maze. There's the boss. Potions. We are going to use a pepper up potion to get 30 magic points, which I'm going to have to use another one. Okay. I'm not using any of my grand pepper up potions yet because that seems more like an in-battle kind of thing. You can use a bunch of Wig and Weld potions. There we go. Now we're at max, and we could challenge this boss right here. It's using Formus, because are you just a fire crab? Okay, yeah, you're just a fire crab. Okay, yeah, these are just like regular encounters inside the building. Wait, what do you resist? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the name. Okay, let's just use our big spell. Let's just use Vermilius Tria and just blow this guy off the face of the greenhouse, man. 67 damage. That's still not enough to kill, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't pretty darn close. Flipendo Duo. Come on. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's celebrate. And Harry levels up, which is perfectly fine by me. And here is the last Mandrake. Let's just Vermilius Duo. There we go. And then it's just another 2-shot. Which is perfectly fine by me. It's not a 2-shot. And he gets a critical hit. This is going the exact opposite as perfectly fine by me. I forgot you resist that. Okay, Vermilius Uno, just finish this guy off. I forgot you resisted that as well. I don't know. We finished it off with 1 damage. I'm not exactly proud of that, but a win, you know? Well, that's the last Mandrake. I better get them back to Professor Sprout's office before they escape again. All right, that sounds pretty good. Come to think of it, with a name like Professor Sprout, how many career options do you have besides plant teacher, you know? And not just because Professor's the first name. I meant like Sprout as the last name. It's like you're probably not going to like be a professional like poker player or whatever with a name like that. Heavens, what happened here? The Mandrakes escaped, but I recaptured them all. You give up a Mandrake, you give up a Mandrake, you give up a Mandrake. So, they tricked me into thinking they were napping. It isn't often that I'm bamboozled by a plant. Excellent work, Mr. Potter. Today's lesson is obviously spoiled, so class dismissed. Next time you encounter a warring weed, Mr. Potter, you might consider using your Incendio spell. You learn a new spell, Incendio Uno. Oh, I can't wait for our next class, Professor Lockhart and Defense Against the Dark Arts. Sigh. This is going to be a long term. Okay, then. I know Harry and Lockhart didn't really get off on the best foot in the in Diagon Alley. And by that I just mean he was kind of annoying, but I was expecting Harry to just outright say it, you know? You captured the escaped Mandrake babies. A new card combination is waiting for you in the Card Collectors Club room. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm going to leave. I'm going to re-enter the Hogwarts building. And then I will call it for today. See you guys on the next adventure. And as always, I will save off camera.